Hi, my name's Mike O'Brien with themikeo.com, and I want to talk a little bit about singing in and through the microphone. So as a matter of onstage sound, there are some specific things, especially in the church, that are very different than singing in other places. And as I've been traveling from church to church, I've noticed that different churches have different cultures or ideas about what is right, how far away you should stand from the microphone, what kind of microphone you should use, things about volume and projection. Well, I just want to give you some tools for your tool belt as a singer, as a sound person, somebody in charge of worship production, that we can carry with us, and different ideas from place to place that will hopefully translate into your environment. So, number one is adjust your stand or your placement of your mic in the way that is made for the microphone and for your voice. This is an SM58, the most popular microphone in the world, and it's a dynamic mic, which means it's not as crispy and potentially as loud as a condenser kind of mic. But this is the typical mic that you'll find on a church stage. And I would say in general, I try to adjust the stand to where the microphone is right at my mouth. Now I know that's obvious, but sometimes people have them lower and then they kind of hunch over, or they got this thing going on where they're kind of singing under the mic. This is really common, especially for background singers, to where they got it at an angle, it's pointing towards the ceiling, and their voice is kind of going over the microphone. That's not really helpful for the sound team and for those trying to hear your voice. If you don't want to be heard, this is a great position. But you don't want to sing over the mic. You want to sing into the mic, and that means perpendicular. That means right into it. Now, the reason why we have all these different ways we do it is because oftentimes watching American Idol or a music video, the director has instructed the singer to kind of hold it off their face because they want to see their face, and they're usually lip syncing or they're just doing karaoke, so there's not a lot of stage volume, or the stage is massive and stage volume isn't as big of an issue. So I like to just get it really close and kind of adjust the mic to where it's right on me and spend a lot of time on that. Number two, I want you to think about singing in and through the microphone. This is kind of a psychological trick that has helped me over the years to sing in and through it. Sing in and through it, almost like a basketball player. They tell you when you're shooting that your follow through, what your arm does after the ball leaves your hand, is just as important. So the same thing with singing. We're going to sing in and through the mic. The splendor of the King, clothed in majesty. It just helps with support. It helps you sing into it and not be afraid of the microphone, but just to go for it. Sing in and through the mic. And then finally, talking about proximity and compression. Number three, compress your voice as you sing. So it's a vocal technique, and it takes sometimes years and years to develop, but the idea is that the stuff that's really high and loud, you kind of control it with your diaphragm, Age to age he stands, and time is in his hands. So that high stuff is compressed, so you're not having to go, age to age he stands, time is in. You might have a little bit of a movement, but I think staying on the microphone is really, really important. All things being equal, if all the singers are eating the mic, what we call eating the mic or kissing the mic, the sound person's going to have a lot more control than if everybody's off of it. Now, why is this? It's because when you're off of the microphone in a small room, small stage, even with in-ears and drum shields, all that other noise is coming into the microphone. So listen to this example of me doing it incorrectly, singing maybe 6 inches off the microphone. You'll hear all the drums coming in. Where there is zeal and faith arise. Now listen to this example with my friend singing like a boss right into the microphone. Even though there's lots of drums and activity on the stage, you can hear her voice louder than the other things. All of my
my life down at your feet, pouring it out for you. All that you.
So I hope that's helpful. Hope you got some tools there as you take your voice onto the stage. And thanks so much. Take it easy.